What is the most disturbing internet rabbit hole you got caught into? Something positive for a change. Well, on Reddit there used to be a yearly thread for a while talking about supernatural experiences of sailors. It was such a fantastic read. Every couple of years, if I am bored and traveling, I love to reread them. That girl with Munchausen's that picked her legs to the bone so she could be a double amputee. Datura trip reports rank pretty high. I've had bad trips on psychedelics, but nothing even remotely as fucked up as what people experience on deliriums like Datura. On psychedelics, no matter how crazy it gets, you at least know you're tripping. The shit you see is clearly just overlaid on reality, you know you're hallucinating. That's not the case with Datura. From what I've read, the shit you see doesn't look psychedelic at all, it looks real. You might not even realize you're tripping. Your dead grandpa is really in the room talking to you. Your friend is really getting brutally murdered in front of you. The giant spiders are really crawling all over you. It's all 100 real as far as you can tell. Since you have no connection to reality, you can get into serious trouble or even die. You might think you're fighting a demon and then get arrested for assaulting a random person in a park. All bets are off with that shit. Oh, and also it lasts several days. The Nuremberg trial documentary. Not a modern documentary. The actual documentary made back after WW2 when they took the Nazis to trial. Actual footage used in court. It's absolutely rough. Yet free in Wikipedia where it's been out in HD. Amazon has it in the original pixelated form. IDK Wiki is worse. Those people who purposely spread diseases like HIV to others because they get a sexual thrill out of it. It's too awful to fully comprehend, so part of me thinks it may be an urban legend. My TikTok algorithm showed me a video of the worst motel in Georgia. I looked up the reviews and found one left by a young homeless guy clearly struggling with mental health addiction that was living at the motel. It said the guy had left 200 reviews. I clicked on his page and realized that he wrote reviews every day at every place he went to. Many were they helped the homeless or they wouldn't give me food and I'm starving. Fuck this place. I was basically able to see every place the guy stopped for almost 2 years. I went back to look further at the seedy motel reviews, and the guy's dad left one saying that he was grateful his son had a roof over his head. It crushed me. I don't remember the name of the motel, but I was crying at 4 a.m. Unit 731 Holy fuck. Deep diving into the toy box killer, the tape he plays to his newly kidnapped victims is pretty disturbing, even just reading the transcript. Fatal caving accidents. Nutty Putty, but also Floyd Collins too. Don't Google these. Learned way more than I care to, and it only ensured I will never go caving, at least not in caves tight enough to get trapped forever. Raw ISIS and cartel execution videos, I deeply regret both. Definitely not the most outright disturbing, but still incredibly disturbing and more inexplicable was the existence of the monkey hate community. And they'll just sit around watching videos of baby monkeys commenting shit like, next you gotta put that fucker in the microwave and watch him squeal. The part that's really confusing to me is how these people woke up one day and said fuck monkeys in particular, since it really does seem to be specific to monkey for them. I saw someone mention Junko Farduda, so I looked her up. Not really internet though, but the recordings from the Jared Subway Guy documentary made me very sick to the stomach. Back in 1998 I stumbled onto a forum which was a bunch of guys who were using aquarium air pumps with the tubes inserted into their penises, and they were inflating their bladders with them, giving them big stomachs. It was 98, so there weren't a ton of pictures, but there were shitloads of posts. This was a sizable community for what it was. It was fucking weird. A website called Rotten.com. I don't think it's around anymore. They had some gruesome shit on their back in the day. When Eugenia Cooney was on Twitch, I was disturbed, but curious about how she was able to be like that. I would watch her streams every once in a while and ask simple and vague questions that she would sometimes read. Just wild to me a human can live like that. I was unfortunately around during the beginning of the Smartual Boy 9 shebang on here. He disturbs me. The saga of the dad, the son, and the events around Colby the dog. Elderly Mexican man orgies. Ant walking alligators. Someone on RBI was asking about a wanted person in the FBI sex crime page, so I looked to see if it was anyone I knew. This then led me scrolling through the FBI's wanted pages to see if anyone in there was someone I knew so I could collect reward money.